Hi, everyone. I'm excited to be here with you today. Welcome to Ignite 2020. I'm Jeremy Winter, Director of Azure Management and Migration, and I'm joined today by Mutlu, who will be moderating today's sessions with our questions and answers throughout the whole discussion. You want to say hi to everyone, Mutlu?
Thank you, Jeremy, and hello, everyone. Appreciate you joining us today.
Yeah, for sure. And again, just a pleasure to have your help, Mutlu, so thank you on that. Okay, so when we think about, let's just kind of start talking about today's session. And when you think about today's session, it's going to be all about sharing guidance for your Azure migration journey, just rooted in examples from customers that have made the jump. Now, I'll walk through specific workloads we're targeting, and I'm going to tie it back to how migrations may apply to your business. I'm also going to cover our tooling and programs that really are there to simplify the effort ahead of you and to help you move forward with confidence. So if you're ready, I am. Let's dive into this. Okay, so the teams and I are spending a ton of time with the customers who are both executing and considering their migrations. And the global pandemic has accelerated migrations for sure. Now, if you've followed my blogs or past sessions, I've often discussed the common migration triggers and how they've shifted in the past 6 months. Some of these shifts we saw from the latest round of discussions a clear focus on enabling remote work models. We saw IT budgets and resources being pressurized, and cybersecurity threats we're seeing them up on the rise. And we're also seeing customers rethinking their on-premises, just on how or if to run them as a traditional approach, because the human aspect that was required just is no longer available or was stretched. And so we ourselves are adapting to new ways of doing business at Microsoft, and so are many of our customers like yourself, who've now moved beyond the crisis mode and are looking to the cloud to help stay resilient, prepare for what's next, and ultimately transform your business. Now, when we think about how we can help you migrate more efficiently and really on your terms, I really see it as three ways that we help with. First is we just rely on our platform to scale globally with Azure IaaS. This just really helps further improve your existing apps. Or you can use our fully managed Azure PaaS services where we take care of the operational work for you. But it's really about thinking about how you use those existing apps and how you can use our platform to scale. Next, we in our platform from Azure, we invest deeply in security and resiliency to ensure your workloads are protected. Examples of this are like Azure Security Center. And we also have built in HA and DR options to ensure you stay even more resilient as you move to the cloud. And then lastly, I think about just how you can optimize your cost structure using our guidance on CapEx to OpEx translations. Thinking about bringing your on-prem investments to Azure with offers like the Azure Hybrid Benefit. And then when you think about underpinning it all, there's the built-in management tools to ensure you stay well managed throughout your migration journey and once those workloads land and stay on Azure. Now, let's go look at some of these projects, because this is a question I often am asked as I'm engaging with you and your leadership, is just what types of migration projects am I seeing accelerate? And a lot of times this is really thinking about which ones to choose. And realistically, we see a range of projects spanning high volume workloads like Windows Server, Linux, and SQL Server continuing to be those primary areas. And of course, most recently, a big jump in our virtual desktop infrastructure. And then we have specialized ones like SAP and VMware all gaining momentum. And so let's take a deeper look at a few of these. I'll walk through each one as we go through, just a lens towards the value we bring on each and the specific customers, just to highlight how some examples of how they are using it and some best practices. So let's first just start with SAP. Now, I run into several mission-critical SAP migrations, and they really seem to be centered on moving those key business processes. Think finance, payroll, and sales systems. Now, when we think about the core value we bring here, we provide a great set of reference architectures, deployment automation, and tool sets to help you move your SAP environment to Azure. And then once on Azure, you can do richer integrations across your SAP and your non-SAP data. You can apply analytics and data visualization tools for just giving you that immediate insight, and you can start to progress your own modernization efforts. And a customer that did this was Kennametal, and I'd love to highlight them for you. Now, Kennametal is one of those customers who recently executed an SAP migration to Azure. Their migration covered 3 terabytes of an SAP estate running on SUSE Linux. You know, the interesting part about the SAP projects is they pull along a bunch of other workloads given the codependencies. So a best practice from this engagement is that a great partner makes all the difference. And we have a great ecosystem of partners for you to connect with. And those partners have that expertise to really help jumpstart and bring that through. We also have a deep strategic relationship with SAP through our Embrace initiative. Now, the Embrace initiative is a joint offering aimed at more easily migrating the SAP ERP, which Kennametal utilized. Now, Kennametal created a path to the current SAP HANA technology while combining other Azure services such as data analytics and AI to build their smart factory. For a second best practice, I'll kind of highlight in this, is Kennametal that highlights an approach for customers that are making the move to SAP S or 4HANA ahead of the SAP end of support dates of 2027. Now this really helped them. They built, what you want to do is follow a bit of their path, is build a plan to modernize to SAP S or 4HANA on Azure, be it gradually or in one step like Kennametal. But the point is you want to get out ahead of that with us. And then start innovating again by combining SAP and the non-SAP data to truly unleash the power in the core business processing that you're running. Now, another one is the Windows Virtual Desktop. You know, this we've just seen a lot of customers that have been moving their virtual desktops and apps to Azure to enable this remote work productivity. And as you'd expect, we're just seeing more and more interest in this area. You know, virtual desktop environments really help companies address specific business needs, such as securing access to your data or organizational resources, compliance with the industry regulations, and accommodating that increasingly elastic workforce. And don't forget also handling those specialized workloads that you need. And so Azure really is the best place to run these workloads. You get a simplified management deployment experience with Windows Virtual Desktop, and you can strengthen your own resilience and productivity with a complete Microsoft solution, including the Microsoft 365 apps for the enterprise. Plus, when you think about Windows Virtual Desktop on Azure, it's the only way to deploy Windows 10 multi-session mode. So let's look at another customer here on the WVD side, Beiersdorf. You know, so Beiersdorf, the IT team there was operating their virtualized clients and terminal servers in parallel for a while. They were already down this path, but they were struggling with unreliable performance and performance of the virtual client hardware, forcing them to maintain multiple environments. And with the demand of the pandemic, this just even grew. To grow this environment even further would have required a substantial investment in their data center. Not to mention even more that their resources are stretched thin during this time. And so running these as Windows Virtual Desktop environment, within that environment on Azure, was the better solution to take advantage of the scalability and productivity gains, and much more cost-effective with Windows Virtual Desktop than delivering the native Windows 10's experience. And so it's way more effective to just stick with us on Windows Virtual Desktop. Now, with Windows Virtual Desktop deployed now, the entire workforce always has the access to the full-fledged workstation, including all the apps and data, completely independent of location and device. Now, what's cool here is that they did it through a high usage traffic time at half the cost. And as with any migration, it's usually best to start out with a few hosts and users, then scale the deployment out, as you master those tools and processes. And with WVD, when a user, it's so simple that a user can just basically, with the click of a button, you can go from supporting 30 users to 3,000 users. The lessons from Beiersdorf that I see is that many of you are recognizing that owning and manage your own on-premises data centers are not only expensive, but have added fragility to your overall business resiliency. And investing in the data center just isn't worth it, and you can reduce the environment you need to support and help your team scale. So let's jump to another one. Let's look at AVS. And this is really for all of you running VMware. When I think about this, it's just spend some time here to look at moving. When you're thinking about moving your VMware-based workloads to the cloud and integrating, your VMware environment with Azure, this is really what you want to do it with the Azure VMware Solution. And we're seeing a ton of interest from the customers with Azure VMware Solution because they can use those existing tools. And this is the big benefit here, is that you can keep managing your existing environments with the same VMware tools you and your staff already know while you modernize those applications with Azure native services. The benefit really is, again, you're able to use the familiarity of your own tool sets and skills. And the next generation of Azure VMware Solution is now generally available. And with this release, it delivers customers the latest VMware Cloud Foundation components, such as vSphere, NSXT, HCX, and vSAN, all running on our highly available Azure infrastructure. Now, to show you this, I'd love to invite Rashi in to show the demo with just the latest AVS capabilities integrated directly into Azure Migrate. Welcome, Rashi.
Thanks for the introduction, Jeremy. So as Jeremy mentioned, Azure Migrate is a set of tools that help you migrate your entire data center to Azure. One of the most common projects that customers have been executing is migration of on-premises VMware to Azure, and especially to a dedicated VMware offering called Azure VMware Solution. Azure Migrate is a great way to discover at scale your entire vCenter deployment. You can discover thousands and thousands of VMware machines using the Azure Migrate appliance. The Azure Migrate appliance helps you discover the configuration as well as the performance data of your machines so that you can really map the peaks and the valleys and understand how your resources are being utilized. In this project that I have here, I've already discovered more than 35,000 VMware virtual machines from my data center. I want to create a strategy to migrate to Azure VMware Solution. Azure Migrate in preview helps me make that decision. I'm going to start off by creating an assessment and click on Assess. In the first drop-down, I'll select Azure VMware Solution and keep the discovery source as Azure Migrate Appliance. I'm ready to give this assessment a name. Let me call it DC Exit AVS. I'll click on View All in the assessment properties and look at the properties that are relevant to me. I can change the target location. Based on my on-premises workloads in VMware, I can specify the FTT settings and RAID levels that define the storage requirement for my machines. I can also change the CPU over subscription setting and change the number of virtual cores tied to one physical core in my AVS node. Once I've made a decision and these are the properties, I will go ahead and click on Save. I'll click on Next and add machines that I want to assess. Here I'm using an existing group that has all my VMware machines and click on Next. After reviewing, I'll click on Create Assessment and let it get created. Within just a few minutes, Azure Migrate will give me an assessment for all my machines to migrate to Azure VMware Solution. Here I can see the list of assessment reports available. I'll click on the newly created DC Exit AVS assessment that is now ready. Here I can see the assessed virtual machines. I can see how many of those are ready for Azure VMware Solution. I can also see the total number of AVS nodes required and the projected monthly cost in Azure. I can also see the CPU, memory, and storage utilization on my Azure VMware Solution nodes. It's a really powerful way for me to make a decision in a high confidence manner to migrate to Azure VMware Solution. I can drill down to the Azure Readiness tab and see the migration guidance of every single machine. Looks like all my machines are ready to move to Azure VMware Solution. And I can use the VMware HCX tool to perform this migration. With that, over to you, Jeremy.
Thanks, Rashi. That was great. I just appreciate the work the team is doing to make it easier to get going with VMware to AVS migration projects with those built-in assessments just natively into Azure Migrate. It just really helps simplify for all of you to get there. So thank you for all the hard work there. Okay, so let's keep going through the migrations, these key migration scenarios. And next up, we see customers continuing to greenlight the infrastructure migrations with deadlines due to data center contracts expiring or consolidations. And this, again, includes Windows Server, Linux, or SQL Server migrations to Azure. And this is a big, big focus for everyone right now. And a great customer that I would highlight here is NeoGrid. Now, NeoGrid is a technology provider out of Brazil for supply chain management, and they cover everything from manufacturing and distribution to retail. And how did Azure help? So NeoGrid wanted to migrate their 5 co-locations, and at the same time, they were looking at the applications from AWS, all traditional architecture. And so to streamline the move and to benefit from the hands-on technical guidance from Microsoft and our partners, NeoGrid leveraged the Azure migration program with a lift and shift approach for their Windows Server and SQL workloads. Now, what was cool here is we had all the stakeholders aligned up front: customers, partner, fast track engineers, the product teams, and our cloud solution architects. And this team was instrumental in clearing the early hurdles. And then after a few weeks, the partner was able to smoothly finish up the migration on their own. Now, so what's the best practice here? You're going to always hear me start small, move quick to gain confidence. I mean, that is just a key approach. But the key here is take advantage of our prescriptive guidance, our tools, and our expert help to accelerate your migrations and to mitigate any blocker that you may see within your side. In this case, Azure Migrate, the tooling itself helped ensure the assessments were quickly available, and that sped up the progress. But additionally, the Azure migration program provided that technical advice, and it also gave regular check-ins, ensuring that NeoGrid quickly identified and was able to get help where they needed in their challenges. And I think about that as just a key piece of really making sure all of us are working closely together there. Now, my next piece is about app services. And this is it's just centered around .NET apps and where you have application-oriented migration projects again. Now, in this space, we are focusing on moving our on-prem web apps to fully managed Azure PaaS services to take advantage of scale and that rich built-in capabilities that we give you with PaaS. Now, Azure offers the only end-to-end hosting platform designed from the ground up to build and manage these .NET applications from the ground, end to end. And I think one of the good examples is with Academy of Motion Picture. Now, the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences, really, this is the home of the Oscars. They aim to modernize and scale their applications while they were improving their security posture. And with hundreds of servers to maintain and a very, very small dev team, it was time to get out of their data center, but also think about how they could start modernizing to take advantage of some of the new capabilities. Now, they migrated over several applications and API, the most important being their member portal, which is how the Academy members manage their accounts, watch the nominated films, and much more. Now, their migration was focused on these legacy .NET framework apps and how they could take them to the Azure App Service, as well as coupled that with their on-premise SQL Server assets to Azure SQL, because oftentimes your .NET apps, the APIs in the middle tier go hand in hand with that database. And so with using .NET, Visual Studio, and the Xamarin technology, they were able to provide client solutions for a variety of devices with a single code base. The migration made building their mobile and TV apps in Xamarin a breeze. So what are the best practices we can share from this engagement? When you think about your own journey, you might be hesitant to move to the cloud with the old legacy code. But it's easy to deploy to the Azure App Services in taking that low-code, no-code approach and then modernizing. And we have tools that help you through Azure Migrate to help you get to that environment quickly. And then with a fully managed PaaS service, you get out of the upgrades and the on-prem security patching and managing servers. Not to mention App Services then natively integrating, here goes back to that end-to-end, with Visual Studio and pipelines and DevOps to really help you get that greater enhanced productivity across your teams. And Azure just helps you scale, but it also allows you to innovate with less risk as you start to think about your app development. Now let's flip over a little bit here and just think about some of the key investments we have to really lower your migration costs and help you with your confidence here. And look, I'll just say the acceleration to Azure is clearly building as customers look to the cloud as an essential part of their business. and it's occurring across all industries, whether it's government, finance, retail, healthcare, and we want Azure to be your preferred destination. It's exciting because this is why we built the tooling we did with Azure Migration and the management tools to ensure we're ready for you as you start the acceleration. Now, we have a rich mix of tooling, programs, and prescriptive practices, and a strong, again, partner ecosystem to help you navigate the journey successfully. I'll call out that the Cloud Adoption Framework for Azure is a proven guidance that we've built from the experiences and from the migrations we've been doing. And with the newly released Well Architecture Framework, it's really there to help you through this process. I've talked, we have programs such as Azure Migration Program and Fast Track for Azure, and our partners are there to help you successfully migrate utilizing the incentives and the migration experts. Now, leveraging our migration tools and on the management solutions, this is really a key piece, and Azure Migrate is our unified tool set, which you saw in Rashi's earlier demo, and it's the place where all tooling solutions from discovery, assessment, to moving a different workload are all brought into one place. You don't need to go look and find all the individual components. We brought it into one area. And then on the management capabilities, these are built into the platform. And what this does, it really enables governance with control. It allows you to use your infrastructure's code models and automation. So you're able to go do and leverage these built-in management capabilities all from within on Azure. And these are key enablers during that last mile of the migration journey. Now, as you transition from a successful day one migration to the actual operations of the clouds, we want to make sure that's there. Now, two callouts that I'd flag for you is Azure Arc, which provides hybrid management before and during your migrations. Azure Arc just GA'd Azure Arc enabled servers. This really allows you to get and start working with the management capabilities well ahead of your migration. But as you do migrate, you're bringing both together, so you have a single way of managing those disparate environments. And then also be sure to check out the new Azure Auto Managed and this is a preview we just announced at Ignite, which is really just for hands-off maintenance of machines via a set of ready-made best practices that we operate for you. The key here is it's hands-off. Again, trying to really give you more time. And then, as I mentioned with some of the other customers and throughout, to ensure every Azure migration project gets the benefit of our best practices and resources, we've brought it all together through a single program, and that's the Azure Migration Program. I've mentioned it multiple times, but it really covers you end to end, and you want to make sure you're taking advantage of this. This is a global program. It's available to all of our customers. It includes guidance, tools, and again, as I said, technical skilling and that connection to Fast Track and our partners. Seriously, start here as it gives you and your project an early advantage. Look, as we wrap up, just to be sure, to use the resources that are available, and I just tee you or guide you towards our Azure Migration Center to get you started. I know we've covered a lot of examples and best practices over the past 20 minutes. My guidance would just be keep learning with the deep dive content and how-to guidance and on-demand sessions across migration and management. So I think that really hits the core of the conversation that I had, and I'd love to leave a few minutes to answer some questions if we have them, Mutlu. I know you've been fielding them for a while. Anything I can help with?
Thanks, Jeremy. Questions are rolling in.
Sure.
The first question, based on your experience working with customers and partners, what are the top key recommendations for migration projects?
Oh, the top three. So I'd probably say number one, I would upfront get the stakeholders aligned. Number two, I'd prioritize the assessments for sure. And then you've heard me say it, I just migrate iteratively. You don't have to do it all in one shot, and I think it just helps build some confidence here. Look, when I think about that upfront stakeholder piece, that's the first one I listed because it ensures that you get everyone aligned behind your cloud migration plan. This includes not just the IT teams, but your application owners, the line of business, security, networking, and I've even seen the CFOs getting connected in here more. And I think bringing the expert partners that you're using, if you are going to use partners, into that upfront just helps set the tone for the entire piece. For the assessments, I listed that as number two. I just say make sure you have a good sense of what's running out in your on-prem environment and the dependencies around that. I think this is, once you understand what's in that on-prem environment and their dependencies, then I think you're able to see the Azure capabilities, you're able to determine which Azure capabilities are best suited. And again, just start migrating, just your easier, lower complex workloads, learn and increase the scope as you go. This gives you ability to just get your team focused on that, get comfortable moving to the cloud, and it also helps with you on the skilling side. So I think those would be the three, a little long-winded, but those would be the three I'd say, Mutlu.
That's great. Thank you, Jeremy. Let's move on to the second question.
No problem.
Translating capital expenditure into operating expenditure actually is a big migration for cloud these days in this climate. How do you coach our colleagues and friends in IT departments to work with their finance counterparts in building the business case?
Yeah, this is a good question. And I just mentioned the CFO in the last question, and I think this is one I'm hearing more and more from many customers that they're working with their finance much closer these days as they plan migrations. And I think that could be the stress of the IT budgets, but I also just think that's as we are maturing and really understanding the shift. I think the big shift I'd flag there, Mutlu, is that CapEx to OpEx shift has an impact for the way that your organization approaches their financial perspectives. I'd say some of the easier sides are from reporting and tracking, but it also really helps you have some better fungibility as you apply dollars to, the OpEx world allows you to apply dollars to other areas a little bit more fluid versus having all your money socked up into a physical infrastructure that depreciates every 3 years on a pretty recurring basis, and then you have to replace. Look, I just say align with your finance team early on, and unpacking this is unpacking this shift with them is really, really important. Then at the minimum, I'd bring them into periodic reviews and your migration progresses as you go through. And again, I think they should be in the stakeholders very early at the very beginning. The other one that I'll throw out here is, as you plan and execute the migration, just ensure you take advantage of all the financial levers to really optimize your cost. I talked a little bit about that CapEx, OpEx a minute or a few seconds ago, but the other one is you're really shifting to a pay-as-you-go usage, and you're at you can leverage multi-year capacity when you think about that, and reserved instances and spot pricing and the Azure hybrid benefit. But utilize those fine-grained controls to really look for how you improve. I often see customers take, because I have 5 of X and 20 of Y in my environment, that's exactly what I'm going to go put into Azure, and that's not the case. So spend the time thinking about this optimization as you go. And we have several tools to help you here. Actually be sure to check my blog on this topic. We did a blog in July and June for this that I think goes into quite a bit more detail and gives you some guidance.
All right, last question here. Thank you, Jeremy, for that.
Yeah, no problem.
What is the role of partners? You mentioned partners a couple times in migrations. Where can we find partners best suited to engage in these significant migration projects?
Yeah. So what we're observing time and time again, and you heard me call it out, earlier, is just that when a partner is engaged, the migration project from planning to operating the environment post the migration just goes really well. And so you want to think about those partners that not only can execute your migration, but may be able to go run the environment. And so that over that next year is a way to really help you get comfortable with, if you're not comfortable with the cloud. And so you want to focus on some partners, especially with those managed services capabilities. But partners bring the best practices, skills, and expertise. And they've been doing it from projects and projects. Now, how do you find them, I think, is one that often I get asked, and I think you kind of teed up in here. And so this is where, again, Azure Migration Center, you can find them all on the Azure Migration Center, but we have two kind of key, the Azure Expert MSPs and our Azure Advanced Specialization Partners are really key that I'd go look for and try to get plugged in with those. We work with them on a daily basis, and we're really there together to help them through. And again, you can find that all on the Azure Migration Center.
All right, Jeremy, thank you. That's the end of our Q&A session.
Yeah, love it. Thanks, Mutlu. And again, everyone, I just, looks like we're a bit out of time, so I just really appreciate your time. And man, just have a great day and a great Ignite, everyone. See you.
Bye.